Hi there, I'm excited to talk to you guys about our big first assignment for English 208B. It's your Argue for a Cause letter assignment. So go ahead and open up your assignment directions and push pause to read over them. Once you read over those directions, go ahead and push play to finish this video. So some essential questions on this project as you're completing it. You should be thinking about how do you effectively write an Argue for a Cause letter, and how do you develop claims and counterclaims fairly? Your goals for this assignment is to select a topic and position for an argument, direct the argument to a specific audience, gather reasons and supporting evidence, and write an effective argue for a cause letter. So your Argue for a Cause directions. You're going to write a well-organized argument letter of 3 or 4 paragraphs on an issue that is meaningful to you. Directed towards a specific audience, a person or a group that is in a position to do something with that issue. Clearly state your issue and your position at the very beginning of your letter. Use logical reasons and evidence to support your position. Include at least 2 of the 3 following types of appeals to convince your audience: logos, pathos, or ethos. Address a possible counterclaims and end with a call to action, claimed by achieving an identified goal. Use language in ways that will help convince the audience, such as rhetorical devices, appropriate vocabulary, an objective tone, a formal style, allusions, and direct address. As appropriate, invent names of individuals, groups, companies, restaurants, and other relevant entities. Some possible topic ideas. So either use appropriate topic of your choice or one of these. Write to the president of a local or national company to argue that the company should do more to protect the environment. Write to the owner of a local restaurant to argue that it should change its menu to offer more healthy options. Write an open letter to people to buy pets at pet stores to argue that they should rescue animals from shelters instead. Write to the governor of your state to argue that the voting age should be lowered to 16. So these are just ideas you can do. You can do appropriate topic of your choice as well. These are just possible options for you. So once you are working on your assignment, use this checklist. The issue and your position on it are clearly identified at the very beginning of the letter. The letter is directed towards a specific audience. You support your position with valid reasons and evidence. Use language and rhetoric in ways that are tailored to appeal to the audience. Use at least 2 of the following types of appeals: logos, pathos, and ethos. You address counterclaims, reasons, and evidence. It is organized effectively. Use words, phrases, or clauses to give your letter clarity and cohesion. You maintain a formal style and an objective tone throughout your letter. You conclude with a call to action. So again, before you submit an assignment, make sure you use this checklist. Now, many of you are confused and you might feel a little frustrated and you're not sure how to start it. So what we did is we created an Argue for a Cause letter template. Feel free to pause this video and use this template. We'll also be providing it in our live Class Connects. So wherever you see red is where you're going to put in your own information. So dear, and then you're going to put your organization or person you're writing to. I'm writing this letter because. Then give us your main reason for writing the letter. What change would you like to see occur? The first reason, then you're going to complete the rest of your paragraph with the first reason of your argument. Use the appeal to logos by listing logical facts that support your opinion. Aim for 5 to 6 sentences minimum for this paragraph. Your next paragraph. In addition, listen and explain other reason for your argument. Make sure you use appeal to pathos or ethos. Lastly, list the third reason and explanation for your argument here. Make sure you appeal to ethos, pathos, or logos. The paragraph should be 5 to 6 sentences in length. Your next paragraph, it is true that some people disagree with me. Give 1 or 2 reasons why people have a different viewpoint on the topic you are writing about. However, this is not correct because. Then write a sentence or 2 that provides these arguments wrong. This paragraph is your counterclaim. It should be a minimum of 5 to 6 sentences in length. As you can see, you're going to restate your argument here and highlight your main points. I hope that you will consider this letter when you look towards your any future action regarding, and then list your topic. Thank you very much for your time and your consideration. Sincerely, put your first and last name at the bottom of the letter. So to plan this, you're going to answer these questions in your notebook activity. When you're done, start drafting your letter. Again, you want to use this template to help you draft your letter. What does the phrase argue for a cause mean? What factors about your audience should keep in mind when writing an argument for a cause? And how do argument writers tailor their language to their audience when arguing for a cause? And how do argument writers respond to counterclaims when arguing for a cause? So go ahead and start working on this letter. If you have any questions, come to your live Class Connects for help. Thanks.